What's up, everybody? It's Jordan, and welcome to the Sports Behind Show. Today is April 19th, 2021, and in this video, I will be continuing my series of doing a summer-round mock draft for each NFL team. I've not done a video for the past couple of days. The last video I done was a Carolina Panthers summer-round mock draft, and so today's would be a Denver Broncos post-free agency summer-round mock draft. We'll go ahead and get started here. Something to take into consideration, all these mock drafts I do, when I do these for each NFL team, are from Pro Football Network.com. I cannot, determine what players, fall their reach or anything like that. These are from their simulator. So the first round pick, I have the Denver Broncos selecting linebacker Micah Parsons. Parsons he is off some teams' draft boards due to his character issues. He had some scandals and allegations against him while he was at Penn State. It's not reported those are true or not, but he had a fantastic pro day, and teams who have him on his draft boards will probably, he may end up being a top 10 pick because of his fantastic pro day, despite his character concerns. The Broncos could use a linebacker here. Von Miller's getting up there in age. Bailey Chubb, he's doesn't have much left in his contract either. They did sign, Justin Simmons to that big extension, but they really need that one guy on defense is going to be a centerpiece of their defense. I think Micah Parsons would be great for Denver. I know some people say, if Matt Jones is available at 9, should the Denver Broncos take him? I really don't think they should. Matt Jones, to me, I don't think he would do bad with Denver, but I think it's a little bit too early to get rid of Drew Lock and Denver. Round 2, I have him taking North Carolina running back Javonte Williams. Philip Lindsay, in the offseason signed with the Houston Texans, and they have Melvin Gordon, but he only has 1 year left on his deal. Some people like Javonte Williams actually more than Travis Etienne, the running back at Clemson. If Etienne's here, which I highly doubt he would be, I do think Javonte Williams would be. And I know some people may think that's a reach. Personally, I would like this pick quite a bit here. For the Denver Broncos, getting your future starting running back in round 2, I think Javonte Williams could be really, really good for Denver. So take him in round 2. I mentioned Bradley Chubb. Does not have much on his deal left. So in round 3, I have him taking Peyton Turner, the edge rusher from Houston. Turner had a phenomenal pro day. He was projected to be maybe a third-round pick, early fourth, something like that before his pro day. He's definitely going to be a day 2 pick now, just a matter of where. He's one of my favorite edge rushers in the draft. And, he's not really getting talked about as much because he played at a smaller school like Houston, but if he played at like Alabama or Ohio State, I can guarantee you he would have been drafted a lot higher wherever he goes. And with Chubbs, you don't know what's going to happen to him. Maybe he gets traded, who knows. I really like Peyton Turner to be Bailey Chubb's replacement. And, I mentioned I do not think the Denver Broncos should take a quarterback in round 1, but I'm not against them taking. I'm not against the Denver Broncos taking quarterback in maybe rounds 3 or 4. For example, perfect here in round 4, I have the Denver Broncos taking Florida quarterback Kyle Trask in the 4th round, the 114th pick. Honestly, I don't know if Trask will last as far. I don't really think he will, but it's something to look at. You look at Trask's stats, you think he's amazing, but when you actually watch his games, Kadarius Toney, Trevon Grimes, and especially Kyle Pitts really bailed Kyle Trask out at times this past season with the Gators. And Trask, I've seen some mock drafts have him going early round 2, but I've also seen some in round 4. It's very interesting how everybody has different viewpoints of Trask. I don't have him as a top 5 quarterback prospect. I don't have him as my 6th either. But if you can get Kyle Trask in the 4th round, if the Denver Broncos, even if you do trust Drew Lock a lot, there's reports that Lock was spending time with Peyton Manning in the offseason. Kyle Trask in the 4th round, you have to take him here. Even if you're a dead set and 100% on Drew Lock, you have to take Kyle Trask at the 114th overall pick, because even if Trask is just average in the NFL, that is still a great pick because it's so difficult to find a good backup quarterback in today's NFL. So going to round 5, I have them taking defensive tackle Darius Stills from West Virginia. They could really use help on defense. Their offense, I really think the Denver Broncos probably have the best young offensive talent in the NFL. And the defense, they just really need lots of work. Darius Stills, to me, would be great. I mean, we already drafted Peyton Turner for them. Micah Parsons, you're already getting a really nice young defense. Add Justin Simmons, who's a top 3 safety in the league. Their defense will be really good in a couple years if their draft ends up something like this. Speaking of defense, I have them staying on the defensive side of the ball. In the 6th round, they take Cameron Bynum, the corner from California University. He's a really underrated really underrated corner. And if he's around here, I think Denver may take a chance on him. You watch his game against Stanford. Davis Mills is one of the more intriguing quarterback prospects in the draft. He's going to be a day 2 pick. You watch him. Cameron Bynum was making plays left and right. As the corner position, deflecting passes and everything like that. And I think Bynum would be a great pickup for Denver here in round 6. They actually have 3 7th-round picks. To me, that's just really excessive. They should really try to move all these picks and try to get a higher pick. But with their first 7th-round pick, they take Teron Jackson, the edge rusher from Coastal Carolina. Teron Jackson's one of the biggest sleepers in this draft. I know I had them already taking Darius Stills, the defensive tackle, and Peyton Turner, the edge rusher. So that I have them taking 2 edge rushers here. But once again, Teron Jackson is just too good to pass up here. He should have been gone. It's really strange how he's really low on people's draft boards. But he is a phenomenal player. He's a phenomenal edge rusher. He'll get to the quarterback. He'll get your quarterback pressures, sacks, and everything. And once again, they're getting a really, really good defensive player, and you're just adding to that young defensive talent that they could potentially have with this draft. With their 2nd, 7th-round pick, this is kind of the best player available. They may not need a wide receiver, but I have them taking Jonathan Adams Jr. You look at their offense. I mean, you have Noah Fant, at tight end. Also have Albert O. And your wide receiver, you have Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamler, some other nice people as well. I believe Tyree Cleveland. You add Jonathan Adams Jr. to the mix from Arkansas State. I think that's a really nice wide receiver for Denver, just adding to that young, amazing offensive talent they have on the offensive side of the ball. And if they can stay healthy, and if Jeudy can be consistent, I really think Denver will have a nice year this year. So with the last pick of their draft in their 7th-round pick, they take safety from Oklahoma, Trey Norwood. Like I mentioned, they recently signed Justin Simmons to that huge extension. I think they could use a little bit of safety depth here in round 7, maybe a little bit early to take Jacoby Stevens, the safety from LSU. But I would like to see them get a safety in the later rounds to get better depth at safety. So that was kind of this Denver Broncos post-free agency summer mock draft. I'll go over these picks here one more time. In round 1, Micah Parsons. In round 2, Javonte Williams, the running back from UNC. Round 3, Peyton Turner, the edge rusher from Houston. Round 4, Kyle Trask. Round 5, Darius Stills. Round 6, Cameron Payne. They have 3 7th-round picks. In the 7th round, they take Teron Jackson, Jonathan Adams Jr., and Trey Norwood. Thank you all so much for watching this. If you would like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it, and I will see you next time on the Sports 2 Hunt Show.